What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying CDL matches from Twitch straight to you. We're here today checking out Boston Breach and Toronto Ultra. Let's check out the intros.
Both sides of this stage, but who's better today? That is going to be the question. Please allow me to introduce our first team to the stage. Texas, make some noise for Boston Breach! Vivid, Beams, Awakening, and Nero, Boston Breach!
They are definitely the villain here in Texas after what they did yesterday. This team has been fiery since they made this roster change. Beans has been what they needed, clutching up in Game 5, dominating in Search and Destroy. Can they do it against Toronto? We're gonna find out. Let's bring them out.
Thank you very much. Yes, the team in green are sat, and now they need their opposition. They've been good so far, but will they be great? Only one way to find out. Please welcome to the stage, Toronto Ultra! Scrap, Pixie, Insight, Kleenex, your Toronto Ultra!
Toronto Ultra looking to change the tune about their performances at major events, and they're almost all the way there. They do have to get their revenge against the Boston Breach. I know I saw Scrappy get on that stage with some serious energy, Bryce, and he's going to need it. Let's get this match started.
Energy everywhere, Ali. Thank you very much. Well, the game is ready. The maps are set. The players are in their seats. Time to get this game underway. Handing over to two beings forged by the gods. The cast Call of Duty, it's Merc and Maven.
Wow. Well, Bryce, I don't even know how to respond to that. You're beautiful and delicious, man. And yes, we are ready to get going here. This is what we're hoping is a battle. We knew the last one was going to be. That matchup always is. I feel like this one has a ton of potential with the way Beans has been playing, the way the Hixie's involvement now is elevated Kleenex. You feel like these two teams should be going to war.
Yeah, I mean, last time they did online, it was very close. You know, both of the hard points were very close, but it was the last time that Ultra played with Standy before they brought Hixie in. So,
different
Beans wants to play these guys. He kind of talked about it on the stage. He was excited for this matchup. Two of the best control teams. We're going to have a showdown in game number 3, but they're sticking with Fortress Hardpoint. Again, a very close hardpoint online. We'll see what happens here. But that man on your screen, Kleenex, he has been an absolute monster since they brought Hixie in.
Is there anything like on the Boston side, like if you're going to slow down Kleenex and this pace he's been setting, the way he's been playing, how's it going to happen?
Well, I think Vivid and Nero have always set the pace. I thought they were, they're one of the faster submachine gun duos in the league. It's more just about playing consistently, and I think there is going to be, a little bit of pressure on Hixie. We're talking about them winning this match, getting into that top 3. This is what they want. This is what they want to do, but you can see right here, I mean, this is Boston Breach's map. They play it a lot. They're 5-2. Well, obviously, a lot of those games are close because 7th and 8th in those rankings. That means it goes down to the wire.
Well, we just saw a wild Fortress Hardpoint in the last one. Here we go. Let's get into it. Ultra versus Breach. Beans has been a beast, and he's beaming out the gate. What is he going to bring to this matchup? So far, he's not missing bullets, Shell.
Yeah, nice little start there. Awakening, I believe he finds 2. Beans as well. Awakening, by the way, the last time these two teams played, just absolutely fried, as we know he can be. Wake had like a 1.4 around there, I want to say, versus this Toronto Ultra team. Can he get going? But there's Hixie immediately with the response. He hit some P1 control. Insight working the spawns for P2 alongside a Scrap, but there he is, Awakening with the 2.
You try to double chow that. I think one's going to get the trade, but not going to happen. Awakening refuses to be traded. Now back to Beans we go. Off the 4-1 start. Looking for number 5. Good luck back there. Just tucked away. It's a vicious heady. It is Scrap. That's all 4 dead. And now a moment to breathe and get set up. If you are Ultra, you got to be liking this. You've got 2 able to push out mid-map. 1 just soaking up time.
Yeah, and they are trapped back P. Behind maps. You do have one player spawn up P1. That's going to be Beans. Maybe start to work the pinch. He's going to find one alongside Vivid. But the way Ultra could play this now is playing from the front, right? We've seen it in the last series. That P3 is so crucial for both of our teams on the stage. So I think that's what they're going to try to do with the way that Inside is playing towards the front. But Vivid and Nero there to find the openers. That's going to be 3 dead for Toronto Ultra.
Insight, he gets 2, but Right after that, he's going to drop, 20 or so seconds remaining in the hard point, 10-point edge for Ultra. CleanX hitting the shots and the nade. But now they're just going to think about getting set up. You see one person still put in shots at Scrap. The rest of rotate. Now the call is going to get in. Everybody back up. Boys, it's time to get set up and try to lock them in.
You know, Boston are going to go. Scrap should spawn out here. He should spawn back P2, and that's going to be it. You can see where he spawns up in number 5. So they know they have a 3-on-3 on this new hill. Nero with the opener, Hixie and CleanX, though, trying to hold on to the spawns around this gate area. They're able to connect, but it is scrappy. This is exactly what you want if you are Boston.
So is that just a situation where maybe Scrap should have backed up a little bit earlier, not had the death come at that time?
Yeah, I mean, that's not when you want to die. You're hoping to find a kill, then you would get a safe spawn, but they dealt with it for now. With 40 seconds left, it looks like they should have hill control.
Yeah, I mean, Hixie's too. Obviously, super, super crucial in that moment, but now breaking through maps, trying to find the opening. CleanX there though for the trade. That's going to be 4 in a row. Looking to dial up number 5, and there's the 5th, but it'll end there. No cruise earned as the shots come in from the open window. The nade going to hit there as you try to push out the cut as well. For now, you just soak up the time. Considering how scrappy it was early on, that's a great hold from Ultra.
Yeah, they have, what, around a 30-point lead right now. They're going to try to work outside of this side of the map through gate. You have players inside of maps, but that's exactly what you need to do now. How do Boston want to play this? P1 side of the map is open. They're going to work inside of Art. There's nobody top rails, nobody top dark. That's going to mean, hey, this is a free hill. And they find the kills as soon as that hill does pop. And, well, now Ultra with a huge break with map control. You see the feed is all purple as Ultra getting the hill.
And this is one where, look at CleanX, man. He is 16-7. Look at his numbers compared to everyone else in the lobby. He was on, what, a 5 into a 4. Now back to a 5 streak at positive 10. Drops right before the cruise again, but he is leaving his mark on this map early and often. Hixie, the sub duo, right there behind him. You do battle back in, you get the 4-man clearance, and that's big from Breach, because you get a lot of time if you're Ultra, you're able to chain the other 3 and 4. Suddenly, like, you really are running away with this game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. As soon as we were talking about CleanX, yeah, Boston, they just punch right back. They were able to get on that time. It's really splitting the hill. And well, now they're only down 22 points as we head over to P5, and get set up at Blacksmith. Does Boston Breach.
What can Beans do in the top window on 3? Worried about the flank through, and well, that's going to be the case. His stun is in, but Vivid there to help him out. Now peeking for the angle, the D player in Stables is going to drop. So far, so clean for Breach. They're looking for a lead change, and they are getting close. You chained these together beautifully, but now you're going to be 2 down. Going to be on Arrow to try and step it up. Able to take down 1. Beans through on the feed as well. They're getting enough kills, and Beans 5 in a row, make it 6. Beans popping off. There's the cruise where CleanX has fallen short on a couple of chances. You get it here. Now, this is a map where we've seen some interesting result from cruise missiles, though.
Yeah, and you can have big swings as well on this map, but so far throughout that first set of rotations, just very back and forth. No one really able to find those clean holds that you are looking for on this map. So props to both of the teams. It's a 6-point lead for Toronto Ultra right now. It's CleanX on one side, Beans going off on the other, but they're with 3 dead at P1. Some map control for Ultra. Boston, they're going to have to try to push on through.
Now let's see who can improve here in the second set. Hixie, oh, it's awkward. The melee comes forward, but the shotgun hits. 3 down. 4th is looming. There you go. Vivid gets 1 before he drops. So CleanX again, man. A 5 spree. Can he get the cruise this time? His 3rd 5 spree of the game.
That's on 25 already.
Yeah.
We're only halfway through the game. 27.
Ah!
CleanX is an issue right now. 8 in a row from CleanX, and now the biggest lead of the game for Toronto Ultra.
I mean, from the get-go, the man was setting the pace in the stat line, and it is just continued. Spots another, and the Vaz is hitting, shooting rockets out of his Vaz currently, but up 40 points. Still very much in this is Breach, but I gotta hear the comms from Ultra. CleanX is lighting up the scoreboard. Let's hop to the listening.
He's on top of week. There is top now. He might go down. He's on yourself, Scrap. Lots of time. Especially 5. I spawners. Absolutely. Back
They could
on
be
cages,
spawn
maybe,
cages,
maybe.
cages.
Yeah. Yep. Nah, P5.
No, it's fine here.
Just hold. I think there's one cage as well. Careful.
Remember your gate behind you, Charlie. Taking roots. Yeah, big one, bro.
Another one. I'm streak. Two off. One's a bullet. One way open, one closed. Close down to the close down to the. Yeah, get all this time. Get all this time. All this time.
I can cross. Sickle, dead.
Nice
Well,
shot.
Close, dead.
One shot open.
He's close.
He's still open. In open. Inside open.
Open, dead.
Nice,
Good.
good
I'm
flip.
Shot
flipping.
flip.
This is a good flip. This is big flip.
I'll get the
Come
corner.
back,
Get
yeah,
there.
come
Okay.
back,
yeah.
Come back. Yeah. Also have a streak.
Yeah, we're dropping this scrap now.
Yeah.
Alright, help gate.
I'm playing green box.
Shoulder
yeah.
your front scrap.
Yeah, I'm playing green box.
Hard
Yeah,
kills,
I'll
boys.
go
Hard
half
fucking kills.
Don't be first engagement gate.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the D corner.
Yeah.
Might have to shoulder here, Gerald.
I got your help. I got the whole push out.
I bet. Just don't. I'll die to it.
Let me chop first.
Yeah.
In green.
Don't die.
Streak.
I have a
They're
trophy.
gonna throw shit front.
I might have to shot gate here.
I have a trophy myself. Might kill you
I'm
there.
dead. Front.
I'm dead as well.
Yo, one front at least. One time now. Chat out.
I'm green. Green's hitting in the bout now. One on time, one green.
Yeah, fine.
See that? Green.
Nice,
Nice, good
come
shit.
on,
We're blocking.
Yeah,
Good
Yeah,
spot.
open, came out open.
I still have a streak.
Open really weak, Vivid.
I
He's
have a
gone.
streak.
Bottom green. Gonna go top green.
Yeah, top green block. I have a streak on the way.
Yeah, okay. You can use it now if you want.
Yeah, I'm down.
What's the top
wait
green
up,
mean?
wait up, then.
Green safe zone. S1 scrap.
Yeah,
Kill this guy. Kill this guy.
S1 and we're low green.
This guy dead.
He's not green, front green. He's
I'll
low
say
green.
Low green now. Dead.
I appreciate time.
The streaks are all hit now. I was thinking just lack of trophy, maybe the issue there. The fact that he was able to get two, you respond with your own streak. You get back in with about 25 seconds. Everybody investing every ounce of utility to try and fight for this crucial time.
Yeah, I mean, that's just our players knowing, right? They know how to avoid the trophies as best as they can. You hit a surface a little bit above, it's going to connect on multiple. But Ultra in the listening, just very calm. You kind of heard Scrap. Let's be hard kills. Let's not give them freebies. They had exactly what they wanted, but the streak from the Boston side keeps them in this game.
Yeah, it feels like Ultra, maybe just the hot hand that is Kleenex. He's on 34, by the way, on like record pace, depending how deep this is going to go. But Nero, Beans, they're able to open it up with three. Into the point they go, Insight just waiting on the reinforcements to rally in. They're spawning out Narnia and trying to rally over from Old. Just playing his life for now. And now this will become the big break opportunity. Kleenex has been the hot hand. We got to swap to his POV to see what he can do, but gonna get gunned to sleep. So far, so good. They are holding inside. Breach has been unable to kind of get that lead change. Go out in front, maybe rack up some time. Their opportunity is now tied up. Lead changed. Boston Breach go out in front.
I mean, a hell of a job here by Boston Breach to give them the lead. I mean, you're looking at the scoreboard, you're thinking Ultra is destroying, but I mean, they have stayed alive in the key moments. They had the great streak out of them, and it feels like Vivid and Nero are winning some clutch gunfights, you know, to break some setups for Toronto Ultra. Ultra do get the lead once again, but Breach keeping it close.
Yeah, I mean, you invest a lot with not a whole lot of time left in the hard points. You give an opportunity here for Breach to now get set up. As the key gunfights go down, you see mostly purple. It's 3 kills through from Ultra, but the difference maker might be Vivid. Keeps his team in the fight. Feels like so few like 4-down scenarios where a team's really been able to get set up. It has just been battles around the objective throughout the course of this game. Beans just sitting at +1, but looking to turn up here down the stretch.
They're just trying to stay alive. This is good time here for Boston Breach. Now they're going to try and get pushed up behind those 2 kills. They might just do that. They want to try to flip these spawns for P1 and P2. Vivid, he's got Deddy popped. He knows where the spawns are coming, trying to play his life. He is connecting right now, and now Toronto Ultra have to worry about him. So these final 20 seconds should be clean for Boston. Now their biggest lead, as they had a big, you know, switch right there. These last couple of hills for Boston Breach is, as I said, Vivid Nero starting to go off.
Yeah, I mean, it was all Kleenex. It felt from a submachine gun standpoint, but as he slowed down, the boys on the other side have really started to pick it up. But now you're back into the hard point if you're Ultra. Cruise missile gets activated by Insight. Comms coming in, looking to line it up. Player will drop, will actually take out 1. That'll then be 3 down. Some quality time here. Well, nobody in the point for now. Sorry, someone's got to rally into it. Now Ultra will get back into the point, but it's like every time somebody gets in, they're cleared out of it near instantaneously. They can't keep somebody on the objective. So the streak doesn't lead to much.
No, I mean, that's just a grenade by Awakening. There's no trophy on the hill, but the kills this time going the way of Ultra. But it looks like Vivid, he spawns behind. He's able to push on through near this forklift. Does get taken down, but again, just so scrappy, right? Yeah, Boston making sure that Ultra do not have a clean setup to get trapped. Back maps, and now winning gunfights in the middle of the map. Nero 32 and 31, leading the way in kills and engagements. They have slowed down Kleenex, and now Boston Breach somehow 19 points away from winning this map.
Yeah, Kleenex has slowed down massively. Don't get me wrong, he's got 38 on the board, but there was a moment where he was double positive.
And now, just 10 seconds needed. Can Boston just shut it down right here? Scrap trying to find the opener. The lovely little snap on the one. The trade comes through on the second as well, but Beans is still here.
That should be it.
Laid it on thick. Nobody close enough to get there. I don't think they can touch. There's a contest for a moment, but that'll end it. And Beast is roaring on the main stage. Beans feeling it.
Unbelievable out of Boston Breach. They just never let Ultra control the game. That lead got to what, 40 or 50, but there was always a response. And I gotta look at that second P3 again. If that cruise doesn't hit 2, I think Ultra probably go up 80 to 90 points, maybe put the game away. But that was a key moment for Boston Breach. And then what? Vivid starts to come alive. Nero was really stepping it up, and they slowed CleanX down.
I'd really love to know, like, CleanX's stat line, like, midway through the game and what it ended on. Because it felt like, I don't remember what it was, but I swear it was somewhere around, like, a 34 and 18 or somewhere in that ballpark. From there on, I mean, they just take over. And you felt it just seeing the plays from Vivid and Nero. Like, we're just from a spectating POV sometimes, right? Like, you're watching the hot hand, the observers do a great job of just seeing who it is. You're watching CleanX over against. He was 5-3, but then who was it? It was Vivid getting through on a flank. It was Nero winning big one-on-ones. They just turned it around massively.
No, they certainly did. I mean, right from the get-go, just a hot start from CleanX in Toronto Ultra. But you just watch the scoreboard. It never gets out of hand. They made sure when the big breaks needed to come through, they absolutely did. Beans was fantastic from the get-go, just staying consistent for this team. And you're thinking right around here, okay, maybe now, right? The trap is in, 40-point lead, you chain P1 and P2 together, but that doesn't happen. It does not happen. And right around this moment, right before here, you had the cruise missile connect.
It was 34 and 19, I think is what it was. So from that point forward, he went 4 and 12. 5 and 12, somewhere in there. Yeah, I mean, they definitely started handling that much better.
As you said, there was just always one more player or one more kill that didn't allow sort of the trap to be set up for Ultra.
Well, we talk about various modes, control and hardpoint mostly, but like when your team gets pieced and you've got one guy left, when that player is able to get 2 and stay alive, like that is the difference that might keep it scrappy for the next 30 seconds where it maybe wasn't going to be. And so many times, man, it felt like they were able to do that. Because you said it during the midway point of the game, like when you're looking at the game CleanX is putting on, just like the scoreboard overall, you feel like Toronto would be up a lot, but they just weren't. They couldn't pull away. They could not pull away, and it's Breach that are able to do it late. But really, I mean, yeah, you're what? Right around even, negative a couple kills. It definitely comes a whole lot closer, but it's really like earlier in the game. They're probably getting outplayed by, I don't know, 10 to 15, somewhere in there.
I mean, Awakening, I mean, we've talked about just sort of how talented he's been, especially in respawns and hardpoint for this team. He's thinking, if I got a .84, I got the least amount of kills on the team, and we're winning hardpoints. All right, lock me in. Let's get it.
100%. What a heroic effort it is there from Breach. So now you take control of this series. We're going to stay on Fortress now for Search and Destroy. And all that momentum, you start to feel rally. I mean, I'm loving Beans. Has become instantly one of my favorite players just with how, I mean, his interviews have been incredible considering these are some of his first time on the main stage, first interviews. See how well-spoken he has been, how fired up he's been, like a lightning bolt for the league. And he is feeling it now. Whereas on the Ultra side, you got to bring it back. And yeah, he's all smiles, just joking with the guys. Awakening is like, thanks for the hard carry.
Well, we kind of, heard that, some of these guys were just very mellow, very chill, and maybe they needed someone like him to bring out their confidence, to get fired up on the map. And yeah, he seems to be that engine for them.
Yeah, it probably just depends on the player sometimes. Like, some people probably like to play with that, some people don't. I mean, but it feels like, yeah, his energy has just been electric for this Breach side. But now can you take it further to Ultra? If they bring it back and take this Search and Destroy. And the control is going to be an interesting one too, because it's a map and mode combination that both these teams were solid in during the qualifier when you look forward to it. So who knows which way is that going to go? You think you really just want to get this tied up if you were Ultra as you head into the next one, because it was something like, I think, like 9-0 in round count for the control. So for Breach, that is. So it's like you really want to get a map win if you can here. But we're going to talk about the Search and Destroy a bit more as we wait for the restart. Apologies for the delay at home, but They're going to compare a couple of players here before we get deeper into this one.
Yeah, two of the ARs. I mean, two of the rookies, Beans and Scrap, we're going to take a look at stats-wise in Search and Destroy. There you can see, and this is just from day one. But look at Beans, 3.4. I mean, he had 17 kills in that game mode. He was really the one that really changed it for them all the way to around 11 where Scrap, this is what he has done all year long. He has been so consistent for this team, but it's really that map number 3, that control where he stands out.
Side-by-side shot of the guys. I mean, pretty quiet and locked right now for Ultra. I mean, I feel like Beans has just been smiling and chatting it up throughout the entire break. Maybe sometimes just it could be like a nervous tick, or you know, you're just trying to stay loose. Maybe just trying to keep the guys staying loose, but he just seems to be having fun, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, having a good time. And you know, you talk about the Rookie of the Year. I think for everyone, it was Scrappy's. You know, Scrap. Like no question about it. But remember, we have a lot of COD left, and if Beans is the guy that really turns this Breach team around, he is right into that conversation.
It happens so fast, man. It just feels like
just takes a couple of big wins.
Overnight, man. He just becomes the spark plug and instantly in that Rookie of the Year conversation. What are you talking about right now if you're Ultra? Like, you know, how do you think the team is feeling after it feels like you're in control throughout most of it, but just kind of let it slip down the stretch?
I mean, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of sort of experience on that side, right, with CleanX and Insight. They've been in these longer series before. Not their map pick. You're going to a Fortress Search and Destroy, which they're very comfortable on. Then maybe they knew that this was going to be a grueler, a long series. Just got to forget about it, focus on this next map.
Well, I think everybody knew, like, I think Beans kind of alluded to it in an interview, like, we're known as a great scrim team. We've been a great scrim team. We've like done well in qualifiers. It's just like, can we play that game on LAN? And like so far, as of day one, yes, they were absolutely able to do that. So I think if you're on the Ultra side, yeah, you're always a team that's tough to put away. You're good in every mode, but like, same could be said on the other end if they're playing that type of Call of Duty. If they're able to transition their kind of scrim play to LAN, it's one you feel like you're going to war in.
Yeah, I think Ultra, I mean, listen, I feel like they were in control a lot of that series. There was a couple of plays. If they go differently, they probably win that map number 1. They understand that. I would say, if anything, you really want to focus on the comms, make sure everyone's talking, trying to pick each other up. But we're going to take a look at Boston Breach, what they have done so well so far. Again, they've only played 1 match. Oh, sorry, this is stage 3. Okay, so all of stage 3. And again, Awakening, what we just talked about, he had that 1.2. You didn't see that in map number 1, but it's the rest of the team in Search and Destroy and Control.
Yeah, it just feels like it probably speaks to the fact that they're going to be a team that's tough to beat across the modes. Like, yes, somebody spikes in one, falls off in another, but there's somebody to pick it up. Like, somebody's thriving in every mode. I mean, Vivid, Vivid's probably the guy that, you know, stat line isn't the prettiest across the board, but I don't know, hot and cold at times, but like I think you saw in that map 1, man, when he really started to get in the rhythm late, like when the pressure was on. I mean, if you have a 0.5 the rest of the map, but you're making a play down the stretch and you're keeping it close, that's all it takes.
I think you probably want that a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we can always say those fast objective type entry players you usually want like around a 0.9.
Well, it's the same with like Hixie and CleanX on the other side. You saw the stats from Boston. Is, you know, again, apologies, we're preparing to hop into this as quick as we can, but Joe, this is a look at the Ultra side.
Yeah, Hardpoint, you know, pretty back and forth, similar to what we just talked about. You know, maybe the one surprising thing so far is maybe Insight and Search and Destroy, and you can see down the line, Search and Destroy is where they have struggled throughout stage 3 with that sort of team change coming in. Maybe they need a little bit more time.
But Hixie's like literally, it's almost identical to like what you saw from Vivid, but it feels like the guys that are getting the most benefit for it, like it's very clearly CleanX on one side. On the other, it feels like it's your ARs pretty often that are kind of carrying the way in the Awakening and Beans conversation. I mean, it's a tough role, bro, being a Vivid or a Hixie. It's a tough role.
Yeah, gotta run first.
Yep.
Gotta run first. But there you can see Fortress this season, very good for Toronto Ultra. One player to look at is always CleanX. It feels like he is always involved early in those first bloods. He was just having a great map number 1. We'll see if he can do it again here in map number 2.
Right back into it we go. Bit of a pause, guys. Chance to kind of talk through things. Now we get into the swing of this map too. It's narrow. Soaring on in with that first pick. Man advantage. They get a 2-man advantage to Breach as Beans pops off the skull of Scrap. Hixie, though, spotting one in the corner, slowly bringing it back down for Ultra.
Yeah, always tough in this early rounds, right? Get into a spot, you don't have Deddy, you gotta wait for it, and they know that he did not leave that position. But do they know Vivid is here? Yes, they do, but he wins the gunfight. The Vaz has the advantage. Hixie going for the trade, able to make this a 1-on-2.
If he can pull off the 1-on-2, this would be for the ace. He was able to get the first pick to give them a chance in this round to begin with. He's got a trophy, though. 40 seconds to go. See if he can bait one up close. He might be able to catch one. He couldn't finish the kill. Now you got to get out of there. Not quite able to do it. That's a clean pick, and he gets out. A real chance to win that round, but Boston Breach able to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, Awakening somehow stays alive. I think it's one more bullet that is needed, as you said. Beans there for the trade. And I think what he's hoping is that they're watching that cross. Maybe he can bait one of them into close to have an earlier one-on-one. But a heck of an effort there out of Hixie. Maybe next time just go for that bomb plant, but still, just such a tough situation. He's the trophy guy. Won't have Deddy to really finesse around the map.
Yeah, but he gets like what? Another bullet in. Not sure how weak he got Awakening, but good job by Awakening staying alive in that situation. Trying to get shots in through the gate. Nade's gonna hit as well. And you're just clumped up now, kind of playing this retake type defense. Maybe get some wall bangs through the doors.
Showing our form, looking good. His Awakening is, he's got the bomb.
Your quads have got to be just jacked.
Just absolutely. You should start doing these, dude.
Probably. Yeah. What was it like back in like high school last week, like the wall sits, dude, where you'd sit there? Oh, quads be burning.
Man, form on point for Awakening. He's got the bomb. So really just waiting on him in a very slow round.
Oh, yeah.
For both of these sides. I mean, Ultra's just waiting for Boston to do something. And well, Beans looking for the gunfight. Nice shots in. Here comes the rest of Toronto Ultra.
Vivid got spotted on the cross. He will get dropped. Able to get a pick though. 3 versus 2 now for Ultra. Bomb slowly working up. Hixie is tucked away in a corner. Here's the Chow out. Thinks he dropped down low. Stays up high. But Ultra ultimately able to take it.
Yeah, I mean, Beans, he just hits, team shot on side of stage. Insight able to find the second. That's what he stayed alive with 1 HP there on that trade. And then he's just got so much work to do.
I mean, how much time passed before bullets started flying? It felt
like 50 seconds, near a minute.
Both sides just waiting for maybe a moment of impatience, or.
Well, I mean, you have to think a lot of the times, right? Yeah, defensive players, you're trying to jump up into those windows, make a Deddy play. The offense is just waiting. It's not a very big map. You can get to a bomb pretty quick.
Yeah, true. Nero's got a long ways to go towards Deddy. All the utilities still to use. He's just tucked away in the corner. For now is good. Now working up for the plant. Scrap is getting just fried. I don't know if it was just a bit of awkward movement.
Oh, he's
trying to figure out where he's getting shot from.
He's going
for it. Stick it through. He's got 2 HP. 2 HP and gets it done. I think it was like a stun hit him from 4 to 2. We somehow stayed up, but it's inside, left alone. Boston Breach able to swarm. Somebody already going to be on it. Looks like he is just going to hold his Deddy for now. Rips one off it to get to 5 in a row, but another there quickly for the trade and the defuse.
And he's just hoping maybe he's got a chance. Maybe it's a 1-on-3, a 1-on-2. But yeah, the wall bank comes in, and then I respect that out of Hixie, right? The hero that you need.
Well, it looked like Scrap was going to try and like dive across, but then he sort of like stutter stepped there for a moment. I don't know, it was just a bit of like awkward movement.
Damage comes in, whatever it is. Man.
Yeah.
Like, just kind of gets slowed down. And that's just what's difficult, right? Our defensive teams are just getting so good at hitting those team shots. Again, that stage, just wall bang right through it.
Two-1 now for Breach. Hello. Nade sticks right on the inside of the doorway, but Nero able to just back up for now. First person in, it'll be Claydex. He is dropped. Hits him to 65 HP. Hixie waits on the Chow and then gets smoked as well. Nero just taking over in this round.
Yeah, and that's why you see patience from our offensive teams, right? That's what they were waiting for last time around. Insight does make this doable, though. 2 versus 3. Scrap now trying to find his first kill of the map versus Vivid. While that's going on, bomb being planted on A, so he's trying to team up with Insight. Maybe they could push this out in a 2 versus 2 because Vivid, he is all the way across the map.
Nero, though, for the ace! Different doorways, same result. One an instant chow. One time coming in 1 by 1, but all 4 get cut to ribbons.
That's just a great round out of Nero. Again, just the patience up top. Hixie was not fast on that trade. And well, then right there at the end, at close, I mean, he's just got all the advantage, right? Those are 2 AR players. They have to walk right into that door. Easy peasy for Nero.
Yeah, you think if he was able to deal with the 2 Vazes, probably be able to deal with the 2 Tax jumping at him.
He's got a Cruz now as well to work with, so maybe invest in that early if they want to. Again, just a very slow round for Ultra right now, just trying to see if they can find anything, and Nate does connect on a Nero. Looks like they might want to try to work through P1. That's going to be Vivid in Awakening, trying to find an opening.
He's got this dead at ease. Just walking it up with Vivid for now. Insight wants to go ahead and pop. Able to get that first pick. Right through the window, goes Insight, takes down 2. Puts him in the 3 versus 2. The window tried to get out, I thought, but just got across for now.
Yeah, he meant to go for the window, but he's going to go for the chow. That's a 3rd in the round. We had 1 ace in a round. Are we going to have back-to-back? No. But a hell of a play out of Insight. You know, he pops the dead, he gets aggressive, is looking for info. Well, he just finds 2 players outside of close, 1 doing the window hop, and they're able to hang on.
He actually looks so awkward, like, hello there. You shall not pass.
Well, a huge round there, I think, for Ultra. Don't want to go down 4-1, but Insight leading the way at 9-3. Scrap still looking for his first.
I mean, you've got 3 on Hixie, 1 on Kleenex. It's just Insight. Like, he is the hard carry, whereas Nero, I know, had that incredible round, but you saw, what, 3 on a couple, 2 on Awakening. Like, Insight really doing it all from a kills perspective.
Last time around, right, they tried to get aggressive through the top window. Did both of the SMGs, maybe a little bit differently here. Gonna try to wait out Boston Breach. And you still have this Cruz on Nero. Bomb starting to work over towards A.
We'll see when that streak comes into play. For now, just holding. Here we go. Cruise missile in.
Well, they all back up. They're all inside a map, so bomb going to be planted. He might not find a kill, but he at least is going to buy time for the bomb to get down into a 4 versus 4. Now all of Ultra right through open and close. Are they going to be ready for this? Beans, he's got to give them the comms. He's going to need some help.
They just instantly send it. Beans not going to be easy to deal with. The trophy just gets down. Is it going to protect him there in the wood stack? His teammates all step up. They fry everybody. Scrap still looking for his first. There's going to be some lovely shots. The 180 snapback to try and hit it as well. But there's only 20 seconds on the clock. They get that fast plant behind the streak, and he will get cut down. Breach another round to get the 4-2.
Yeah, I thought that maybe that Cruz was going to get inside of maps and maybe find a couple of kills, but it at least allows them to get that bomb down, cross, and able to get out with their life. But Ultra, they were fast on that. That was a very quick response out of them, but Boston, they were ready for it.
I mean, you've struggled for Ultra to like get these 4-on-4 retakes. Anything you try a little differently defensively? I mean,
It's Fortress now.
Yeah,
Get aggressive if you want. It looks like Beans is going to pull out a sniper, and they're going to try to play aggressive, but this is the problem. Scrap and Insight, they're ready for that. Now as the sniper in a 4 versus 2, you are going to get smoked.
It's just on Big Wake. He has been spotted. He's got 5 health and tries to get away. Lovely headshots there with 5 HP, but fast trade, round. The aggression just gets shut down there from Ultra. And yeah, maybe that's what I was asking. Maybe if you need to see more out of Ultra, but you see how fast they get shut down from Boston.
This reminds me a little bit of map number 1, right? I mean, just a way, but it's kind of the opposite, where Boston are in the lead, but Ultra just sticking around, winning some of these crucial rounds to keep this alive. Boston just cannot create any more separation.
It's true. Like, they, regardless which team, just hanging around. Like, cannot put them away. Cannot find that big margin in the lead. Scrap this time with the big stick. Oh, Beans' right ear nearly gets ripped off. Sorry, left ear. But he'll keep his ear for now. 3 in a row, though, for Scrap, who has stepped it up with that 0-4 start. Xyz's got too close, tries to challenge the one, but the help is going to be there.
Well, I think the nades just connect on Awakening, so he thinks he's got a freebie with a couple of shots, at least to get a first blood. But one player was looking over him at Cannon, so nice teamwork there for Boston. Now Beans, he's thinking about the bomb plant. He's thinking about the kill. It's a 4-on-2. Vivid with multiple in the round. And maybe now there's that round, that moment that Boston needed.
1 round away from a 2-0 edge. So far, so good for Breach.
Yeah, they kind of baited Ultra into that push, right? Awakening, he's all the way in that back corner. They're thinking, you know, even if we can make this into a 3-on-3, we'll find the first blood, start the trade, start that domino, but that doesn't happen. They overpeak. There's a player at Cannon. They're able to take him down.
Well, and the longer the round goes and the less players you have, the more of a liability that snipe becomes like, just becomes more and more difficult for you to try and make a play. When it's just 2 people left and one's got a snipe, Insight taking off the head of one. And slowly starting to work up this bomb. Plant should be going in here shortly.
Now with that first blood, going to be able to cross towards A. How do they want to take this? Scrap's going to find Nero, so now a 4-on-2 for Awakening. And Beans, the ARs on the side. Inside, yeah, he pulled out a sniper on offense. He's able to find the first one. Cannot connect onto the second.
Beans got it on the other end. He will fall. I think Scrap gets both. And yeah, I was wondering, Insight's kill came so quick. It was a snipe. So you saw what Scrap see in the previous round. This time Insight able to connect. Nice little snap. Great centering there from Scrap.
Now what, he was 0-4?
Yeah, no, he has bounced back massively, up to 7-6 now, and honestly, second on the team in damage. Insight the only one ahead of him. So yeah, no, he is really starting to get hot.
Yeah, and I mean, just props to Boston Breach. They haven't allowed CleanX to really do anything on the map, sitting at 1-8. This is the guy, the playmaker for Toronto Ultra, but just the pace, the way they're playing this map, this Breach, they're not allowing him to do anything.
Yeah, and obviously he slowed down a lot towards the end of the map 1 as well. Can he muster up something here to get them to around 11? As this is where they have struggled in these defensive retake positions. Will it be a wall bang? Will it be a retake? How are they going to get the edge?
And Boston just playing this patient game, waiting to see if anyone just gets a little antsy on the Ultra side as Vivid starting to work his way up towards this closed door. Just kind of hanging out, but it's Beans with the bomb. He's the one that has to get over towards A, starting to work his way over. He's going to get spotted. You see Scrapping CleanX now. They're going to start this push. Here we go. Deddy's popped. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. They're not going to allow him to get the bomb planted. Nice teamwork on Ultra.
That time, the timing worked out beautifully. You just know you got an extra man when that bomb is getting planted. In fact, you're able to get the kill, a thing of beauty as well, but Awakening gonna work to get this down. Bomb will get planted, put 45 on the clock. Can they play the defense in the 2 versus 4? Awakening with the read on the wide side pull.
What?
Able to get the headshots, the time to kill just absurd. Now Scrap in trouble, a fast trade though, 2 versus 1. Awakening still has Deddy pop, 30 to go.
He's got Deddy popped, and he makes this read. He's not going to spot. He's just
fine. No, no.
Now it's a one-on-one, able to back away.
Oh my God, big Wakey, baby.
He's going to hop right on the bomb. Now he's going to get right on it. Is he going to check in time?
Did he get it? Did he get it?
Oh, the defuse came in.
He got it. He got the defuse.
Oh my goodness, it was so close. He doesn't have a lot of kills, but he keeps their map alive, does CleanX.
Oh my lordy, this one is close. Woo! Honestly, it's not even as close as I thought, really. Like,
some of those shots looked real good. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's like they were wallbang bullets,
I'm
right?
getting old, but all right, here we go, round 11.
It's offense for Ultra. It is a wild round 10. What sort of magic did we get here in the final one? First blood, Insight. It's a nade that's able to hit. Do they go back-to-back rounds and tie us up in this nutty search and destroy? Insight on 14. Absolute hoss. Now Kleenex gets his third, picking them apart. Narrow last alive. It's looking like a 1-1 scoreline as Ultra clutch up.
Well, Insight with the plays from start to finish up to 14. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of map number 1. Ultra just never got away. They never got away. Awakening had an opportunity to win the map for Boston Breach, and well, sometimes it just comes down to milliseconds.
Yeah, that was like the one time that looked like a normal time to kill with attack. Like, instead of like a 2-3 bullet kill, like just sitting there diffusing, soaking. Unbelievable. I mean, I panicked. I started jumping around when he didn't finish the first kill. Just one of those situations where he's able to step back and recenter nicely, but just couldn't clutch up. Kleenex with the ice just gets on the bomb instantly, and it's a roller coaster of emotions to bring us to the 6-5 score line from Ultra. Nail biters thus far, Joe.
And I mean, honestly, props to Kleenex, right? You're having a struggling map to kind of make that decision, because I think sometimes players in that sort of moment will panic, right? 20 seconds left. He just found 1 kill. You know, he has the Deddy reset. Where is he going to go to? Some players might just take the risk, might just try to hop off that bomb, try to find that kill. He just sticks
Or it was an easy decision, like, I'm not winning a gunfight in this map. I'm just going to stick it. Like, that's my best chance to win. Unbelievable, though. It is tied up 1-1. The last series was truly terrific. Another one here with a chance to go the distance. Boston 1, Ultra 1. Control around the corner. We'll be back after the break. Hello and welcome back to the Optic Texas Major, the Skyline View. We got all sorts of stuff going on here at the
Skyline. It's a roller coaster.
The roller coaster view. I don't know, but look at the Flake boys, dude. We got Ben, maybe the sexiest bald man in esports now.
He's not even fully bald.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't really commit to it, did he?
You could literally brush your teeth in your bald head when it's super shiny, dude. All the reflections that come in.
Oh, I just like pictured that. That is disgusting.
Just saying, dude, that's bald right there. That's bald.
That is.
Not what
That
Ben
is.
was.
I thought he was going to go the whole way, but he didn't. That's all right. Ben,
I think he
still
did.
love
I
you.
think he just grew back. Yeah.
Was it the whole way down the first time you showed? Okay, man, I'm sorry then. I called you out, and I was wrong. But where we are sitting at 1-1, getting ready for the control, and the control is one that was interesting just because during this qualifier, I believe it's the one when you talk about Boston Breach, they were 3-0 in El Asilo control. They were 9-0 in a round count, so they were just dominating
Keep
there.
going, Joe, stats guy.
You're
Come
2-0
on.
for Toronto, though. Yeah, they call me the stats man.
Yeah, you're the wizard.
Yeah. Dude, when I was playing Harry Potter, you saw my wizard hat, dude. I was twisted. I was, bro. I was riding around on a broomstick.
There you can see right there, both these teams got reeled back in. Both these teams, 6-1 for Boston, 5-2 for Ultra. Very strong on this map. As well, Nero having himself a series, not able to close out that search and destroy in that round 11. Ultra tie things up, but here we go. El Asilo control map number 3.
Let's see if Kleenex can get back to it. Yeah, Frost. Okay.
He was on his way to get back to it. He'll try again next time.
I was about to say, like, you know, the second half of the hard point slowed down a bit, struggling search and destroy, but before I got 3 words out, he was dead. Okay, but look, he's right back up and into the kill feed.
He's right back doing nice shots from Hixie there with the Vaz, able to connect onto Nero. So get some of this progress done over towards A. Well, you got to deal with that player top tower. That's just going to be Insight hanging out, and it can just be so tough for the defensive team to retake this zone. When you have tower control, you really have to do it from the lower sides. That's what they're trying to do, but all the kills go in the way of Ultra.
Yeah, I mean, you're up 5 lives. You're about done with this A zone. It's been a thing of beauty, but now the transition across, how will that fare?
Whoa.
Awakening is just cutting people up. He takes down 2, the trade through for Nero as well. So pretty good in transition. From Boston Breach, you bring it back like 1 in the lives department, but you at least just make sure it's not clean for them to get on the point and have you scrambling right away. But now it's just pick after pick here for Ultra. Bean's gonna likely have to back down. He does. Him and Insight going toe to toe. 3-0 start from Insight.
Yeah, looks like Hixie and Kleenex trying to work top party over here, trying to work locker side of the map. If you get a couple of subs in your face, it'd be so tough to deal with on this map. And there we go, Hixie able to find the time. He has the flank, connects onto 2. That should open up the B zone, and it will. They're gonna get on the point for now. The best thing for the Boston Breach is they do not have all 4 players here, so it's only gonna be a 3-man stack, but the trophies are in. You can see Vivid 0-5 struggling right now. The second tick about to be done, but there we go. There is the retake.
It's so close, that second tick, but you don't quite get it. So considering the situation you're in, hell of a retake there from Breach, but still a ton of time to go, and you only got 13 lives. So you've got to be efficient here. Speaking of efficiency, there's a nice gunfight win from Beans, but it's Deddy out now from Hixie, not able to catch one. Nero, ready and waiting.
It's really this next set of kills, right, that Toronto are trying to keep going their way, because when you are that defensive team, you want to get bottom pool, you want to get the spawn kills on. They're not able to find it. That's going to be all 4 dead again. You at least had some close cliffside spawns. Trophies are down. Awakening is snapping. But there's that second ticket. Now only 8 lives remaining for Boston.
And it never got fully cleared. Like half the progress was still there. So they get the 7 points so fast. Third, shortly behind it, and Ultra able to get it done on offense. And it's tough. I mean, to clear the point, usually in the midst of all the craziness going on, especially when it's that close.
You definitely want someone to do it, though.
But like that was still about halfway. So like it got to the second point of progress so quick. Like in that situation, it's like absolutely, yeah, you get a 3 or 4 down. That's probably going to be the round, and it was.
Well, what do you? You just cast your curse Boston. You talked about their 9-0. Well, they lose the first round.
You're welcome. I apologize to the Boston fans, but I put my blame on maybe Vivid, who was 1-8.
It's fair.
Nah, just a tough round for him. We'll see if he can.
No, and that can happen on this map.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
You know, you're playing ranked, you're a sub, you just can't get to certain positions. It can be so difficult. Or you can have a blast and they can find all 4. The spawn trap is now here. Can Boston get out of this cleanly? Scrap already set up towards green. Vivid hop in the wall. He gets taken down. Welcome to the blender, Boston Breach.
This is why I thought it was going to be interesting, because as good as the stats were for Breach, this is a solid map for Ultra as well. But like, so far it has been clinical. 5 in a row now for Scrap. When all the gunfights are happening like towards white and your field spawn, it's not going to go well. Like when you're dying there,
it's not good.
It's not good. It's not. You've taken 5 steps and just lined up. Maybe Nero and Vivid will help get him out though.
Yeah, finally, just some map control going their way. Inside the last player alive, and you get onto the A point. I guess you're only down 5 lives.
That's pretty good considering what it looks like.
Yeah, the problem is though, you only have 18 remaining, right? So still a lot of work to do. Ultra can send, you know, a couple of pushes over at A if they find some opening kills. Well, Vivid, he was just trying to lurk, but Hixie was ready for it.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be worse in the lives department, but it's kind of getting worse moment by moment. As Ultra trying to retake onto A, second point of progress, getting there, paused at just under 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Little peekaboo here from Kleenex, backs one off the site, almost done with A. But how efficient can you be if you're a Breach? Because a lot of work to do with not a lot of lives to do it.
I mean, I guess this is doable, right? I think you're happy with it, with this, the way the start is, and now that's 3 dead. You can transition pretty quickly. You have 1 player pushed up, that's Hixie. Well, Kleenex, he pulls out the tack, it snaps onto Nero, and Awakening. And all right, now all 4 dead again. There's just no trades right now.
I think
from the Breach side.
That was your chance, right? Like, if you were going to bring this back, it would have been an incredible offensive round one if you got it done. Not that it's not possible, but considering how it started, it would have been unbelievable. That was probably your moment to do it.
Never say never, Maven.
No, 100%, but that 4 down, a dagger, that gets them back to basically step 1. Nero trying to shoulder back and forth. 1 kill through. I've got 45 seconds, you just have 8 lives. And you kind of nailed it. I mean, yeah, the life differential was 5, but you only had 18. But you still got a shot here. You still got a shot here. Big Wake finding the kills. You're onto the point. You stop the clock. The gunny is up. The tags are in. But he's going to continue to push forward. Leave one on the point. Big Wake not missing a bullet. A chance for some late round heroics here from Boston Breach. But now 5 lives remaining. Down to 4.
But now it's looking tough. That might have been their chance there. Then off a spawn, Insight going to find Vivid. Awakening tried to do it all, but it was a couple of, you know, just picks. You had 4 players alive for Boston, but I think 1 player got a kill on the flank. That was Kleenex, and then just 1 more on the point. Maybe a nade connects, whatever it is. That player is weak. If they're able to stay up, then maybe there is a chance. Hixie with some nice shots, and well, there we go. Ultra. It was pretty clean at times. Awakening still alive, but they're able to win round number 2.
Yeah, it sort of feels like unbelievable that Breach had the chances they did, just considering the early trap and some of the mid and late round dominance they found. Awakening nearly just taking over. But Ultra hold on, and that would have been an absolute dagger to let that slip away, but now you go up 2-0.
And I think a sight to see for Ultra is the way Insight is playing from map 2 here into map number 3. We saw the stats. It wasn't the best for a mid AR, right? It was like 0.99 throughout the qualifiers. You know, he's just been a monster for this team ever since he's joined them in Cold War. So happy to see numbers like this for Insight.
See if he can get the cruise. The answer to that's quickly yes. He gets the cruise, but then he drops, and Beans and Vivid take out just about everybody. It's just Hixie with Deddy Pop that's going to be lurking here around pool.
Trying to stay alive, but while that's going on, Awakening continues. He's locked in. He is in his zone right now as Awakening. We saw the way he was shooting near the end of that round. He's just going to need some help. Try to take a 1 round at a time, but up to 17 kills is Awakening leading the lobby.
Sneaky goes the Scrap. Surprise! Able to pounce as he takes him out, just crawls the whole way up to get to his spot. Being the trophy player, yeah, sometimes you really got to take your time.
You really got to take your time. You're not wrong. Awakening, though, still alive, and they know it. Inside of that money room, just trying to play his life, wait for his teammate off a spawn. But they got to deal with Scrap, who's still there. Kleenex is finding 2. It's looking like A is going to be done, and it is. Ultra. This control, they have looked so darn good.
Up alive. 90 seconds to go. We're on CleanX's POV because he's kind of the point man right now. Just tucked away in Tool, waiting to see where this opening is going to come from. Here's the dead silence. Wins the first fight, resets the Deddy, more to work with.
They got done with A, but there's only a minute remaining here, so a very slow round.
Whoa, and that's what it looks like when Aim Assist says bye-bye.
Yeah, right through the rails, and somehow Nero wins that, but you still have presence. His insight. He's on another 5 spree. Him and Scrap able to take down the rest of Boston Breach. He's climbing trees. He has the spawn kills available. 1 tick done. The rest of Toronto Ultra off a spawn. Insight is beaming.
Throw your knife at him. Oh, you can't do that, but
that would be awesome.
I was in the moment, Joe. I'm sorry, I got a little too excited. The guy is just not missing. Ultra, cook him in the control. Get it done quickly. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! And you see Scrap shouting a little bit to the opposite side of the stage.
I mean, Insight was up there too, letting them hear it. This guy just went off, and well, we talked about them being perfect throughout the qualifiers, and well, they just got destroyed on that LSC low control.
Yeah, that was dominant. And yeah, I mean, the stats we were looking at before, I mean, both teams were solid on it, but when I saw Breach hadn't lost a round, I'm like, okay, well, that looks pretty damn good.
Tell you what, it's not pretty damn good. 7-19 out of Beans, Vivid 9-20, really struggling. But it just felt like maybe there was an opportunity or two on the offensive round, but their defense, they just got smoked.
Well, it felt like it just happened like, I mean, honestly, on both sides, like just those opening gunfights to kind of vie for position, it felt like, you know, you view it as like a snowball going downhill. Like it got rolling for Ultra early, and like it just felt like, to me, Breach were in a constant state of regain and scrambling kind of at times.
They never had map control.
Yeah,
never really had Ultra in the spawn trap, just right from the get-go. Ultra, they were locked in, and now they're just 1 map away from being top 3, getting to our winners final.
3 KD there from Insight. What was it, 14 in the search?
Yeah, 14.
14 there, 24 and 8 here, a series from Insight. And I mean, I think right now, if you're Ultra, you're thinking this should have been a 3-0. Like, we led that map 1 for most of it. We let it get away. They are the hot hand, though, right now, as we are ready for the map 4 hardpoint. But what a clinic it was from Insight. The reads were there. Strap was very surprising and sneaky in his gameplay without the dead silence.
And this is probably the hardest part on defense. When you lose that top party area, when you get a player back here, you just kind of know. And then Insight, I mean, this is
These
just...
shots are...
That's land right there. That is just land right there. Everything hitting with those shots, just destroying off a spawn, and Boston could not get out.
That was just clean.
And when you're spawning back there, you got to stop B. You're just knife out. You got to throw grenades.
Yeah.
It's easy kills for that player up there.
Yeah, it's not like for a pro player, it's the hardest kills, but it's just clean, man. Like,
oh, you'd hit those for sure.
No, I definitely would not. But it was just a pleasure to watch. It's just, I don't know, the long-range tack shots is just, it's satisfying.
I think you're underestimating yourself and your abilities.
Probably am. I do got the gunning. But now to the map 4, we'll see if Breach can get it to the map 5. Listen, man, for 38, dude, I still got.
They're still playing pretty well.
I get a little bit twisted.
Every now and then, we gotta get you in rank.
Mostly more so. I'm scared of rank, dude. I can't be fighting 15-year-old demons. Does not sound fun to me at all. But it's a great time watching you and the boys go through it. But now for hardpoint, we'll see. Can Ultra in this here? Do you bring something from the depths to your Breach? I mean, we're in winter still, so you got a chance to still make a run, obviously, if you are one of these squads. But you want to be in that position to battle against FaZe. You know, you're sitting and looking at a top 3.
That guy wants Doug back in the league. He had a sign.
Oh, I didn't even read it.
Yeah.
Said, what, Doug Sensor Martin?
Yeah, he wants him back in the league.
I bumped into Doug a little bit earlier, and I was like, "How you doing, Doug?" He goes, "I'm calm." And I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "Everything in life is just peaceful right now, Maeve." And I was like, "Oh,
that sounds awesome."
Yeah, I was just sort of like, it caught me off guard. Like, oh, awesome, man. Like, that sounds really great.
We're happy for him. Yeah, hopefully he's doing well on the Challenger side. We'll have to get updated there. But yeah, Ultra now 1 map away. And I think everyone in the venue right now, the biggest Ultra fan, because if they win this map, then guess what? Optic's back on the stage, and they're going to get real excited.
Yeah, but get us back to our Optic, boys. I mean, it's the home tournament. They are pumped up and ready for the next one. We're getting closer. We'll see if Ultra can get you there a little bit faster. But now to Hotel. Does the magical beans have what it takes to get it done?
Well, yeah, map number, you know, 1 was great for him, but 2 and 3 struggled a little bit. They're going to need their AR to slow down Insight, and well, the form that he is in right now on this hotel hardpoint. Here we go. We are loaded on up, a few seconds away. Will Breach get us to a map number 5, or will Ultra be in our winners final versus Atlanta FaZe?
The battle in the map 1. Everyone struggled to find separation outside of that map 3 that Ultra dominated. Do we have another battle on our hands? Hixie and Insight.
Okay.
Proven so far, all Ultra through on the feed. A dominant break from them, and looking like the control.
That is that a sub right there from Hixie? The headshot comes in. He's winning gunfights like that. He's ready for the challenge, but Vivid able to take him down. But a nice start here for Ultra. They have the P2 side of the map that they want for this next hill.
They continue to dance, but Awakening does eventually get dropped. Some lovely headshots there out of Scrap to take him down. 19-10 the advantage after the first hard point. Now we look to get set up. It's going to be Insight, who is playing deep, and he has been the hot hand after the last couple of maps. Guy's been in his bag.
They needed a couple of big breaks that were started by Nero and Vivid in map number 1, and right here, Nero with 2 to get them on the hill. This is what they did so well in map 1, was just make it messy. Did not allow Ultra to get into their setups, and even when they were in their setups, they just broke it right away. Well, Breach, now they have the spots that they want in control.
Well, I mean, the timing was just beautiful. The second you got those opening picks, Insight has to think about transitioning over, and he gets picked out of the back by Vivid, and they just collapse.
How is Hixie alive?
Trying to fight back in. Yeah, Hixie, a heroic effort, but still, in the point for now, it's Breach.
And now with 20 seconds, you guys already see all the players from Ultra. They're thinking about the kitchen hill, this money hill that it can be. So they're going to get set up, and the rest of Boston Breach going to try to find anything that they can on this rotation.
Beans will come stomping across, and I was about to say good luck with that gunfight, but he nearly is able to snap. Big Wake tries to finesse after the kill. Gets dropped. Toronto set up nicely. Nero is stunned. Nade reading him, able to just avoid that damage. But the opening kills all the way to Ultra. Scrap, I think he went 2 before he dropped, gets 2 quickly back in the feed, sitting 9 and 4.
Yeah, it's really just the ARs right now. Finally, CleanX gets involved, but Ultra, Insight and Scrap, finding the routes that Boston is taking, not allowing them to get close to this hill. Finally, you have a push through the front, but Hixie and CleanX are ready for it. Here's the contest. There's Hixie now, 10 and 4 start for him.
Continuing to dance, continuing to find the kills. As he soaks up the remaining couple of seconds, we'll look at the rotation on the other side of this, and CleanX just trying to get away, able to do it. Once again, they light up the feed. 5 in a row now for Scrap as he's looking to work towards the streak. And there's the streak, just beautiful shots. The cruise has been earned. We're looking to double up their opponents here momentarily. So far, so good for Ultra. And they've started to build towards the lead they weren't really able to get to in that map 1.
Yeah, starting to, but here's that break. Awakening with a double. It always feels like he's able to find those multi-kills, but it is a little bit too messy right now. Quickly responded by CleanX and Insight to at least show some presence here from Ultra to try to make this messy.
Yeah, I mean, right, I was about to say, like, this is where maybe they start to get that,
hey, you think so?
Great lead.
But then all 4 dead.
Okay, well, then maybe this is the moment. You still have 20 seconds left to earn here. You'd be looking at what, like a 115 or so scoreline to 56. And CleanX 3 before he dropped. Insight just did 4 and 7, who's been so good in the maps 2 and 3, but the rest of the boys really stepping it up. But now we get ready to rotate across the map. The point man for Ultra has fallen. This is maybe kind of that make or break type moment. I know there's been insane comebacks. We saw one here with Las Vegas, but you need to get a real good chunk of time here.
Yeah, just the way the way that Ultra is shooting right now, there we go. There is a response. They needed an early rotation, an early hold on those first pushes. They're going to find all 4 kills, push out the middle of the map, make Ultra have to work for it.
So far, fantastic job. 25 seconds off of this, and you haven't really got close to touching this point. Now the next big wave. 2 kills for Ultra. They got a 2-on-2 towards the point. Nero, though, steps it up and makes the play on the point. And just like that, you're right back into it once again. Ultra just not able to chain together the points to run away with the game.
Yeah, on the flank, though, you did have CleanX who was able to win his one-on-one. So the presence is here for Ultra for this next hill. When we go over to Patio, number 8, he has been alive in this position for so long. Hixie does spawn out. But yeah, I mean, they basically rotated 35, 40 seconds left. They only really sent 1 or 2 chances at this. They're going all in at Patio.
And they're looking around for him. He's already getting 1, he got 2. You pointed him out on the map in that tucked away position, and it ends up paying off. Now they all spawn kind of towards mid-map, and they're looking to send it across. Insight playing for the top, doesn't have to do any work yet, as Hixie is chopping him to bits as they get close to the point. Lovely, a little jump off the top banister to get the pick, and right back to the point.
Yeah, I think that's just good comms, right? He gets the call out backstairs, but yeah, nobody backstairs, or sorry, nobody on the hill. Another player there, but they played it patiently. Runs out of ammo. Beans the last player alive, wins the gunfight somehow, but it does not matter. He was the last player left. As well after this first rotation, looks like similar to map number 1. A slight lead for Toronto Ultra.
No, it feels very, very similar, just from a scoreline. Just different players obviously popping off. The shots continue to be clean from Insight, but not quite able to take that one-on-one first Beans. Now we get back into mid. Insight trying to catch the angle, but it's Scrap catching all the kills. Worried about hearing 1 across. I think it was the guy Couches. He was actually hearing the vertical audio sometimes, maybe throwing him up.
You have 1 player above him in Nero, just kind of been lurking in this scenario. But he's got Hixie looking off, looking over him. This is great time here at P1 for Ultra. You do have this spawns if you are Boston for P2, but still a lot of time left here. You see Scrap starting to take a route, but you have just gotten so much time here. You got to be happy if you're Ultra, though. Nero with that too. All map control going to go their way as Vivid pushes out Kitchen.
They look to get set up yet again. It's another one of those moments where you feel like they can blow this game open. They've got 180 now on the board. Beans, the guy that maybe can play spoiler. He is set up deep. He's got 2 players transitioning over, but he's going to need help. He's going to need it fast because they are starting to send it towards the backside of this point. His teammate gets killed, but he's going to drop. Now, where does the spawn come in for the Ultra players? Not going to be in the backside. I thought maybe, based on CleanX's position, had he pushed up, they're able to, but you still have 1 back there for Breach.
Yeah, Vivid blocking that spawn, but it's all through P4, all through these deaths. I mean, the stuns, the nades, the trophies going down. The headies on both sides. Who's going to win the gunfight? Who is going to play their life? The test is in, and it's Insight who has found so many double kills throughout this map. But Awakening responds with 2 of his own. It always just feels like these ARs are cleaning on up.
I mean, we're going to be right back to what? Around 20-point game.
With the rotation as well, Vivid already on that side of the map. He's going to have Nero with him.
So it's going to be what? Yeah, 30 points that'll be separating them. They're able to deal with Vivid in the back. Can they get Nero out of his spot? They can. So you're able to get set up now if you are Ultra. 1 player wrapping in late will be CleanX, and he's going to try to distract players best he can and not put a nade on his own forehead. He's got to reposition. He's going to get caught by Beans. And now for a moment, you've got numbers. They start to pounce. They start to collapse. It'll be a spawn out now from CleanX based on his death. Nero just pieces of 4 HP left, but he's able to get 3. And into the point, go Boston Breach, and that is a massive, massive break.
Yeah, they needed 1. They needed that. Weren't able to do that on that first rotation. This time, though, it was all Scrap and Insight last time through, finding the initial kills. This time, it was the Vaznevs of Boston Breach as Nero now on 4 in a row. Soak it up this time. We will have a tie game. And on rotation, you already have Vivid in a really good spot at P4. Is Nero able to win another one-on-one versus Hixie?
New hard point about to pop. Big gunfights around the point. It's Vivid, who you pointed out, tucked away in a good spot. Not the easiest gunfight against the Tacket range there. So Insight able to win that. For now, has stayed alive. The trophy's going to keep them covered from the stun. Nero's going to go ahead and beast his way on through towards the point. I believe Insight has still just sat back in this position the entire time. He should at least get eyes on one of the cross, but Vivid just going to send it on through. Going to put the pressure on Insight to challenge and then puts him to bed.
And this is just like map number 1, even on rotation. It was the subs for Boston Breach, this disrupting the setup of Toronto Ultra, but CleanX just flies on through like a ballerina, able to snap onto 2, trying to stay alive. Is Beans versus CleanX, and CleanX with the fast step gets aggressive. It's Ultra just trying to get some control.
Yeah, I was starting to turn to Beans versus everybody the longer he stayed alive, but you can test for a couple of seconds from that position. 10 remaining on the hard point. About to be a 20-point advantage for Ultra. Now Scrap gonna call in the streak he earned earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's just giving all this info to his team. You have CleanX inside a kitchen.
Trophy there.
Yeah, Trophy is there, but nobody really on the hill for now for Boston Breach. Can they make this messy? Doesn't look like it. So even avoiding that cruise. Hixie, though, gonna try to find that opening. The rest of his teammates working through kitchen side.
You've got a good setup here. You found the first wave of kills. Vivid sending it on forward. Down 8. Lead change Lumen. Vivid now on 5
They
in a
can
row.
win here. They can win it here as well. Ultra has to commit to this. They cannot rotate early. Boston, they're only 20 points away.
Yeah, this is one of those tough spots where it feels like you got to do so many things. 7 in a row now for Vivid. Somehow been staying alive through all this. Now going to be 2 for Scrap. Instant trade on through. Nero trying to pick it up. There is the break on in. So now you've got 12 seconds left. Ultra can't win it here. So they had to keep them off the point. Now neither Boston can win it. They're just going to worry about the rotation. Streak going to be coming in for Vivid as well, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, the spawns, just because they had to go for that, go the way of Boston Breach. They spawn up back kitchen. 5 more seconds. They got to go. Hixie inside. Able to find it. CleanX gets on the hill. Here we go. We've had these moments before. Beans got to wait for his teammates, trying to get a nade on the hill onto CleanX. It does connect. Vivid somehow with 2 through kitchen.
They clear them all off the point, and now you're racing over. You got the closer run. Right now, if you were Boston Breach, they're cutting him down to the cross, finally getting in the point. 3 more seconds needed. Can Ultra get there? No!
Wow, crazy ending. I just came back and saw that.
Well, this is what you expected in winners round 2. We just had it with FaZe in Seattle. This time you're getting it between these 2. And Ultra, I think both hardpoints, they feel like that they had it. They had it under control.
It's just, dude, it felt so similar. It did.
But Boston just never went away. Never went away, and they controlled both of those P5s. But I think when you were able to break on through, Vivid somehow through kitchen with the tack was able to find 2 kills through the back, and that just broke the setup of Ultra.
Well, Vivid must have gone like 14-2 over the final couple of hard points. Or it felt like that streak got up to what, like 7 or 8 when you're battling around kitchen. You saw him get 3 or 4 in the transition to final. Like, he popped off. And consider he's 30 and 31. I mean, it must have been just a wild change in his stat line.
No, it was. It was not a great game for him. But, you know, when he gets going, him and Nero, it just feels like this is a different team. They get so streaky. They just build that momentum up.
Unbelievable. Just 2 insane hard points. This one, 7 points will separate them. We're going to take a look at our scuff play of the game, which is going to be the final moments of it. The crazy ending to this hard point is Boston Breach able to clutch up, and Joe, take us through it.
Yeah, so you get the cruise missile comes on in. Behind that, Ultra do a very good job early to break this setup, as they're working their way all the way through. Yet Inside who wins it, and then I'm waiting for Vivid here, because Vivid is really the difference maker. He spawns kitchen side. And I think he pulls out attack, and yeah, Insight and CleanX just aren't ready for that. You're expecting them to spawn front P4, but Vivid gets 3 kills. Maybe a bit of a Boston miracle right there with that spawn. You did have Scrap in the middle of the map. Maybe that influences that.
Yeah,
but that was really the play.
Yeah, I think if that's getting hit, you're expecting that to be like a route somebody takes, right? Like a long route, not just.
You know, there's 4 dead. That's the call out. You think they're all around P4, pushing through the front, but that's just not what happened.
He just spawns and he drops multiple, and that's how things falls apart. So, well, it's fun to see like the replays of the scuff play of the game at times, because it's just,
it's fast.
You know, yes, in the wild moment, you might miss exactly how it went down. We get to see it there again. You see how Vivid made the play, and yeah, maybe a Boston miracle, but it's map 5 coming up next. Do they have another miracle in the bag? Do not go anywhere. This search and destroy decides it all for this winners round 2. Don't go anywhere.
The Call of Duty League is presented by the GMC Hummer EV Pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck. Upgrade your game with the SCUF, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
It is time. Here we go. Map 5 between Boston and Toronto. Been a doozy of a series. It all comes down to this search. Winner's got a date in the winner's bracket final with FaZe. Loser going to have to continue to battle on. But yeah, I mean, it feels like Ultra have had their chances to close out this series. I mean, I guess same could be said on the other side, but like, just in the hard points, man. Like,
hard points for sure.
Ultra is ready to put it away and have not quite been able to do it. So now we get to the search, which you talk about what? It was round 11, the first one, right?
Yeah, you bring out your accent there, brother?
Oh, dude, we were talking in a southern accent the whole break, so sometimes, Joe, it's just going to come out.
Yeehaw. We're in Texas.
Oh, I was worried at some point it would be. That's all I've been doing off camera, but it's not good. It is not good. I would not make a good cowboy.
Yeah, you would.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, for
Thanks,
sure.
Joe.
See you riding a horse.
Woo-wee! Map 5. As they're just playing a two-man push, looking for that pick. Nothing so far, and working up the map. It is Ultra. The information, though, is spotted, and information the way of some bullets. Big Wake hit down to 60, tries to challenge the opposite side. Scrap puts him down. Vivid, though. Back to a 3 versus 3.
And I mean, this is great from Vivid. Oh, I was to say, if he could stay alive, because you saw all 3 arrows from Ultra really chasing him. I thought maybe they could work the bomb at A. Well, he was able to play his life, but he does get hunted down. Still 2 versus 3. Not an easy retake whatsoever. You have Nero just kind of lurking in the middle of the map. See what he can do. He's got Beans. Able to plant that bomb. He's in a reposition.
It's a little different than Fortress, though. You got spots to worry about.
I mean, honestly, if he could hit this would be a big flank, but Beans, he's just hanging out. Does get spotted, worried about the flank, but it's all really on Nero right now. What is he able to find? He's able to help his teammate. Now it's into a 2-on-2. Ultra, they have to defuse. Can he play his life? Get down!
He gets out, but Beans is going to get caught on Nero now. Denny's going to be popped. 13 seconds to go. Kleenex on the defuse. Just needs the 1 kill off of it. Can he do it? The angle's not there. They line up for him, though, and he gets both.
No, he got the defuse.
Did he get it? Ultra got it. Oh, my God. I thought he got both. Ooh, once again. Reminiscent of the map, too.
Oh, and I thought he was just going to peek from top bedroom. He takes a bit of a longer route, and here we go. Kleenex again. The guy just sticks it. Little body block there from inside. It is so close.
Listen, I've always said, Joe, I love you. I'd leap in front of bullets for you, but you saw inside do it right there.
Yeah, I sure did. Sure did.
1-0 Ultra. Unbelievable. You have 3 in the round from Nero, but 2 do not matter.
Hello.
Oh, hold that. I believe, yes, that will be stuck directly to his body. Is Scrap able to hit the Simtex? Now Wake, multiple to work with in front. 1 dodge across. Lovely little bait and switch. Nice need, though, and somehow Awake for now. Waiting for now to survive. He's at 31 HP, but now help is transition over to him. I thought for sure he was toast.
Man, this is kind of a 3 versus 3. Insight's just making sure there's nothing in the middle of the map, but there isn't. So, I mean, if you are Boston, it's like it's evening out. But Vivid, he's just going to back away, worried about the pinch, worried about the flank. But both players, everyone just going back and forth, just staying alive inside of these corners. Finally, Scrap able to take down Awakening, but now we're into, what, a 1 versus 2 for Vivid. Does have Deddy. Is it invested? Scrap with the pre-fire. Hold on a second. Probably gets the kill cam, gets the call out, but here, could Vivid clutch on up?
They're both, yeah, good luck. It's whack-a-mole. Good luck. Oh. That looked real fun from his POV.
I mean, what do you do? There's literally just
nothing
you can do.
Yeah, you are dead.
Couple of snakes in the kitchen, just cooking it up. Well, Ultra able to go up 2-0. It starts with that first blood from Scrap, the stun, the nade.
Ultra take the 2-round edge. Offense back now over to Breach. Break off towards A. Kleenex with the first. Inside Scrap combined for the second. Oh, when we're out in the kitchen, there's some Boston Breach soup being made. They have just been blended up. Oh.
And I think Scrap's locked in. I mean, he is 7-1. He is winning fights like that. The headshots connecting. And what? They just fly out. They get the first blood from Kleenex, and they just fly. They take it right to him.
Clam chowder, but instead it's just filled with beans. Get it?
That's funny.
I am an idiot.
It's all right. We love you. Hixie's hanging out. He's got 1 damage. 0-1. Just chilling. They're up 3-0.
1 damage.
1, probably stun.
Yeah, probably.
It was a key stun, though.
I'm sure it was. Led to a triple. Whoop! This time, Vivid gets the jump. Him and Nero, the sub duo, able to give them the edge. They need a round, and they need one badly right now in the 0-3 hole. You cannot allow Scrap and Hixie to pull this off.
I mean, just a very aggressive call defensively. They go 4 right down the middle, just trying to find anything early. And while they take down Insight and Kleenex. So a nice aggressive call. Like to see that, right? Just still staying confident. Even though it's a game 5, you're down 3-0. Some time to work with for both of these players, but they're very separated. You have Scrap at A. Hixie just trying to find anything near this wine.
Well, he found the whole team's on the other side of the wall, but ooh, nearly a pick from Scrap.
Jack Daddy. Maybe they're just thinking Joe B's gonna find one, but Awakening just plays his life. Backs on down.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be the difference here right now. You just haven't allowed either Scrap or Hixie to finish a kill. They get one there, maybe it gets a little bit interesting, but just good job playing their lives to the Breach side. Now you are on the board. Basically lands on his head.
The fans just calling out Beans' stat line right there, 0-3. That's because he dropped 17 on them.
Oh. Listen, you guys are allowed to be a boo Joe if you need to.
No, don't boo me. I was just saying.
See if Beans can start to get it going. Get something within this search and destroy. It's a slow round. Is everyone vying for position now? Vivid just kind of holding.
Well, this is a different map, but this is exactly what they did on Fortress, right? They found ultra picks. Like, they found first bloods time and time again, just kind of playing this way. Spreading the map on offense, taking their time. Will it work out, though, on Hotel? A little bit different on Fortress. Nero. So to get this bomb planted, or at least try to. One day, he's just going to eat it. Just going to eat it, get the bomb down, and, well, set up his teammates.
Yeah, you almost finish him off before the plank gets through. He's just able to get it done, and yeah, usually you don't want to auto-mantle towards the top. There's a trophy there, a nade over the top. Everything blows up, including Beans' body as he just gets dropped. And yeah, a lot of Beans fans in the crowd, I think, currently is what it sounds like, is Ultra able to take out everybody. Now work the defuse. But yeah, Beans to 0-4, now struggling, and Hixie does finally get one going.
Yeah, Beans didn't have a great map number 2 either. I mean, really, it was Insight. Now it's Scrap, who's at 8-2. So you're up 4-1 now. It is Ultra, but again, this has just been a match of either side. They just can't get away from one another. Last time through on defense, Boston very aggressive. What adjustments are Toronto Ultra going to make?
And just another one of those do-or-die rounds for Breach. You know, Beans has been playing off the energy. It's like if he can just get a kill, get something going, get erupt, but they haven't allowed him to get anything yet.
Yeah, Scrap has the cruise as well, so have that extra utility to work with. David just trying to find info outside of that carpet room.
Kleenex just very rudely stomping all over the restaurant table. It's like the menus and all the napkins and food. Unbelievable.
It's probably going to be my kid in a couple of years.
Probably. Good luck with that. Now working it up. He's working for the plant. Bean's gonna catch a stun, and they're just gonna send it at him. Can he get one? He does. Beans on the board, ain't able to get away. Maybe a big moment now for Breach. They love him.
Well, this is going on. You have Vivid working the pinch. I mean, also we're thinking about rotating out. They're going to chow this. This is not an easy fight. Well, he's at least able to find one. Give them that man advantage inside. He just stays at A. But it looks like Hixie, he's flying to B. But Boston already here. They're already ready for this. He does have Daddy. He's able to catch it.
Resets it.
He's got to plant, though. He has to plant an Awakening, just chilling, just hanging out. And, well, he's going to find the kill. That should be the round done as Boston stay alive. But what a play by Beans.
Yeah, the fact that he is basically just coming out of the stun, the fact that he gets one, he is able to get out of there. A big moment for him. He ends up getting 2 in the round. And I don't know, their booing might be giving him energy. It might be counterintuitive.
Nah, dude, he's just hanging out.
Yeah.
I just don't like Beans here in Texas. Beans on toast.
Yeah.
It's America.
Probably not. Good point, Joe. Just meat. Oh, that barbecue we went to was good, though. Ooh, I'm still feeling it. Once again, though, in a spot where you need to get a crucial round, Breach are able to do just that. Now, can you chain some together? The spot nade bottom bedroom won't hit. Trophy out onto the point. They're going to start to work up this plan. Now, last time, Ultra were able to pick Nero.
I don't even know if he saw him, honestly, though. I don't know if he saw him. Vivid, though, was working kind of that late B hit. But it looks like the objective is going to be working towards A. So he's going to open these doors up, and well, that's going to give him an angle and Beans. He's going to have to back on down. So that buys time for Ultra to rotate on over. Now, Nero, he's got to get aggressive. That's his play call.
Daddy's out.
How is he going to work? Oh, I think he gets behind them. There's 2 players.
Daddy's still up. It's real close to running out. That resets it. The timing could not have been better. Nero keeps the Daddy rolling, and now you're just worried about his position. Still haven't been able to get the bomb plant. Under 30 seconds to go. Through the door, then down low, alive still. The nade has to challenge Scrap, able to take him out. 3 versus 2 now for Ultra.
Well, Beans, though, he has not been able to get away from this box. They're going to push it. They know he's still there. There's the kill. Awakening now in a 1-on-3. Finds the first. Almost did it in map 2, and there we go. Ultra with the retake.
One more round for Ultra. And some scary moments there for the Ultra side as Nero got in behind enemy lines, but you're able to kind of corner him there and scrap a lovely nade to flush him out. Get the kill.
Now 11 now on this map number 5. This Scrap still has the crews to work with, but a couple of rounds where he's found 2 or 3 in them, leading the way for this team.
It's 1,200 damage right now for Scrap. He's quiet now, but he's going to be chirping here soon. He was doing math or something, I don't know.
I was just thinking, dude, I see he's got the snipe out, so Bean's able to pull out that sniper, but again, just kind of this mid to B slow start here for Ultra. Maybe they want to use the crews here. Just to give them that info, and that's gonna, I think, be it. Here we go.
I just like that corner. Here we go.
Whoa, we're going for a ride.
Oh, tries to wrap it the entire way around, but door is closed. Not going to connect, but Six Flags close by. We just went for a little bit of a roller coaster there.
Yeah, those doors are open. Maybe that's a kill, maybe 2. But it gives them the info. No, it's a 2-2 split. Now, just what does Ultra want to do? Just taking their time. Beans is going to spot one over towards A, and maybe... Again, it's just this back and forth call, but it looks like 8 is going to be it for Ultra. Here they go.
Hit a shot. It might just take one. He is stunned. Good luck with that. Just going to get fried. Kleenex tucked away. 4 versus 2. Vivid. A kill to give them a chance in this. Nero, another to bring it to a 2 versus 2. Ultra not out of it yet. 30 seconds on the clock. Pressure on Breach to now make the play.
Yeah, they're trying to hunt down. They're trying to hunt him down. Vivid and Nira both with Deddy Pop, trying to find this kill, but inside he's just gonna pop out, backs away. Now 18 seconds left. Vivid, so much to do, so little time. It's looking like Ultra, they're gonna be top 3. He just has to stay alive, play the time. Inside is gonna get him there, and well, Ultra get to the winner's final.
Ultra win that and gonna move on. That's gonna do it for us here on the Hard Carry. Stay tuned for more, guys.